All right, welcome back. So we're gonna try a new example here. We're gonna find the price elasticity of demand for the demand function. Let's suppose that the demand for a product is given by the equation or the function d of p equals negative 3p plus 156. Let's begin by calculating the elasticity of demand at the price of $9. All right, so we are asked to find the elasticity, and we have a special formula for that. Let's go ahead and write it down. So when we are looking for this, um, we're gonna need to find or need to use the derivative of p, right? So let's go ahead and find that. Let's do the side work here. D prime of p by looking at the derivative of this is the derivative of negative 3p is negative 3. Of course, we're doing this in respect to p. The derivative of 156 is actually just 0. So there you go, right? All right, so let's go ahead and substitute that. So we have negative p times, and then the prime of p is just negative 3 all over d of p, which is negative 3p plus 156. All right, so we found, we could probably simplify these two by just having negative times negative becomes positive 3p all over the same denominator. So this is our elasticity. Um, and so what we ask now is, let's find this elasticity for a particular price. The price is $9. So let's go ahead and plug in 9 now for p. So 3 times 9 and negative 3, replace every p with 9. All right, there you go. And if we put this in the calculator, we should be getting some number around 0.2093. Now they're asking us to round to 3 decimal places, so this is 1, 2, 3. So round this number, but we test the previous number, so this is going to be 0.209. So your elasticity is roughly around this number, right? All right, so that's the first part, right? We found the elasticity of the demand price. We can just write it as E equals 0.209. I mean, as a mathematician, I'm always um, um, careful to say when is something is exactly versus something that is an approximation. In reality, this is an approximation, but we're gonna treat it as equal, right? Since we are asked to round this number. All right, so moving on to the next part is asking us at what price do you have unit elasticity? That's a great question. What does that mean? At what price? Well, price is P. Do you have unit elasticity? Well, unit elasticity is whenever E equals 1, right? So what they're asking us is what is the value of P when E is equal to 1? Okay, but what is E1? Well, E1 is this, right? We already know what is E, right? We already know what E is. This is E right here. So that's your E. So we copy and paste it. Let's copy and paste. What we're saying here, if what is the value of P whenever, when, that means when means that you're about to set a constraint here, when E is equal to 1. Solve for P, right? So solve for P when E equals 1. And that's exactly what we did. We set the E equal to 1 so we can solve for P and find what is the P that will make the E equal 1. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to use some basic algebra to solve for P. So one thing we're going to do here is let's remove the denominator. The way we're going to do this when you have a fraction and you have an equation is by multiplying both sides by negative by the denominator, so which is negative 3p plus 156, and times on the other side by negative 3p plus 156. By doing that, you're canceling those two, and now we have 3p times 1, right? 1 times this, which is anytime you multiply by 1, you get your the same thing. Okay. And again, we're solving for p, so that means we're probably going to isolate the p terms. So let's remove this term, right? Remove this term by adding or subtracting, in this case, adding 3p on both sides. So now we have 6p equals to 156, which means that we have 6p equals to 156. And if we divide both sides by 6, so we can isolate our p, we will have p equals to 26. So it's going to be the price is $26 to have unit elasticity. And there you go. This is a very interesting problem because in this case we're finding the price that is needed to find unit elasticity. All right. So and also may I add that this is the place where we're gonna be able to find a way to maximize, right, a revenue. So because we got a critical number here. So anyway, so we'll leave it like that, and we'll try on another video next